Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video is composed of things that I tinkered with throughout the day. For step-by-step detailed instructions of those tasks, you could click on the links in the comment section below. This video should contain tips and tricks of things that I've learned throughout the year. Now, I only plan on leaving this video posted for about 30 days. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching. Out here in You Pull, You Pay for the second time today. Looking for two parts. Couldn't find either one of them. Computer for a Dakota. The 98 looked much different. The 2000 was way different. Fuel pump for a Volvo P80 all-wheel drive. Not one in the yard. I thought I saw one a few days ago. Looked like it had been crushed. Now I'm looking for something on this thing, and this thing is flooded out. I hate to do it, but I might have to go over to Bessler's. I went up to LKQ. They didn't have what I needed either. Got a little drain plug from the sunroof. Goes into the firewall. Man, this car is soaked. Somebody took the sunroof out of this yesterday. Oops, that was me. Have my aluminum control arms here. As you can see, the bushings that go to the frame, worn out and torn. I got some replacement bushings in. Don't look the same. Don't seem to have as much rubber on them, but these should be good. Surprisingly, the ball joint still seems pretty tight. I'm kind of surprised at that. The ball joint's in good shape. Anyway, I'm going to rebuild these and get them on the Panther. So to get this to fit in the subframe correctly, they're going to have to be spaced the way they are here. So this thing is going to have to be a little bit more that way as this one is, and this one is going to be a little out as well. So I'm going to get a caliper and try to measure them so that I can get the distance right in the control arm. Looks like they have several P80 cars out here at Bessler's. So I'm just checking them out, see what they got. I don't think I'm going to get the PCM I want. Just seeing what else is going on. Say it's a 98, but it's got the side markers. Let me check out a few others. Everything on here looks rusty. 99 NA with a 5-speed. After you have the door panel off, look in here and pop this loose. It is on a little thing in there held in place. After you pop that loose, come over here, take these two screws loose and pop this off. Take these two screws loose. That'll take the handle loose. Because this is clipped on this latch, I recommend taking this loose and this loose, and then the nut behind there loose before you try maneuvering the switch out of the door. Let me go ahead and take those 10 millimeters out. Now the switch has electrical wires going to it, so pop this loose here, this loose here, unplug this, pop this loose here, and push this plug through this hole, and then maneuver the switch out of the door. And there you have it. The switch assembly is out of the door. You got to remember when you put that in, you got the handle to work in, and then the keyhole thing to work in, that slot right there in the middle. Out of all the cars I've seen today, this 60 series Volvo interests me the most. Mainly because I've never seen one like this before. Cloth black interior with a little designs on the seat. Or gray, whatever, why. And it's a 5-speed. So it's an 02 S60 5-speed. And these seats are in pretty good shape. So if somebody wants them, come get them before they start molding out here. Raining every day, it's missing a window. Nice little S60 somebody had sent to the crusher. This 98 Dodge Dakota is having problems stalling. We think it may be a problem with PCM. We replaced the ignition coil. That didn't fix it. We're going to replace the PCM. We have one out of a 99. We're going to put in this 98. First thing you want to do is disconnect the negative on your battery. You don't want to be messing with the computer with your battery connected. Then we're going to take these 8mm out there, or small Phillips, and then one there, lift it up, and then you got snap on the top, snap on the bottom of the connectors. So that's how you get those off. I'm gonna make sure that works, fits the other one before I unbolt it, bolt it in. We got it in, bolted down just in case it's for a ground. We got the battery connected. We did start the truck. That's good. So she's gonna drive it around, see if it runs good, and we'll see if that fixes it. Yesterday we replaced the PCM computer in that Dodge Dakota. The guy did not test drive it when I did it, and later on fired the truck up. It started right away. Drove the truck, it would not shift into any gear. It stayed in first the whole time. So that 99 PCM does not work in the 98 vehicle. Now somebody sent me a message saying that these are rebuilt by people opening them up and refloating the solder in them. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. I'm going to pull these tabs back, pry them open, take these which look like Torx 15s, take those out, see if I could take this apart. And I got the oven preheating to 350 degrees. After I get the board out, I'm going to toss the board in the oven for 3 minutes, put it back together. Hopefully that refloats all the solder joints. They say that the solder joints on the board breaks over time because it's computer soldered. Solder has very little solder on there. So let's get this open and see. These two screws out, bend these tabs back, open it up, see what we have. It was a minor challenge getting these started. I used a flat tip screwdriver, get them started prying up, then I use pliers to pull them up. So now we see, we take the cover off of there. This cover doesn't seem to want to come up. I'm going to have to try to pry that up there. Let me get a screwdriver for this. Let me use two hands. Something seems to be holding this down, even though I got this thing loose. Hate to break something, but I'm gonna have to pry it a little more, try to get it out of there. And also, it seems like it has some kind of rubbery jelly foam over top of the board, which I don't like. Then it makes it harder for you to float this solder stuff, but that's kind of like a moisture weather protection over it. Well, I couldn't get this thing out of here. The front part of this was pinned down in there, and as I pried on the back and the side, it looks like I tore this connector off of this board. There's some really sticky gel stuff there. I probably just should have threw the whole thing in the oven, because if you look down in there, you can see the board under that gel stuff. I'm not peeling that off. So my guess would be I've destroyed this because all of these little pins were soldered on this board, and I've torn 20 of them off. I'm not going to be able to solder them back on. I could try, probably not going to work. So my guess is I've destroyed this one. So if you try to go in here, try to get it to unplug first. I don't know any other way to get in there. I don't see any other way. It's kind of a sealed unit. But even if you do get in there, I don't know if you can get down to the board to get that stuff resoldered. Yeah, a couple of that things broke, so I think he needs another computer. I don't know if he's able to get that unplugged without destroying it, so you can try to throw the whole thing in the oven. A 5-minute cure or 3-minute cure in the oven's not going to work. Past all this gel stuff, probably going to have to let that thing go in there for several minutes before you're going to hit those solder joints that's needed to be re-sweated. We'll call this one a fail. A couple days ago, somebody said that they needed a mirror, driver's side mirror glass, that the ones they found, people were charging too much for them. And I'm always willing to help, so I'm going to give them the mirror off of Panther here. I got a couple of the clips popped loose, just need to get that last section down there. Crap, look, my defroster not even hooked up, so I need to hook that up. But I'm going to give them that glass off of Panther. And I picked up a couple while I was at a Volvo meet that's supposed to have an extra wide angle. That's what that dotted line is about. I'm going to put this one on Panther, so they're going to get a official Panther mirror. A couple nights ago, my phone was locked up, so I wasn't able to film this, but if you guys want me to, I can. But as you can see, I hung this TV. It is on a swivel mount, so you can take it out, put it back in. Actually, you can see it swiveling better that way. I also ran the cables through the wall so that you can't see the cables. Let me see if this will cut this thing on. And it all works fine. I put a special wall thing there so that the cables come out of the wall there. You gotta hang these things in studs. You never want that to fall out. Now this house had some very thick plaster. The plaster on there was, man, about 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches thick. Old building, nice solid construction. Anyway, I did that the other day. Something I need to do now is this drawer falling loose. Can't have drawers like that. That's a mess. So I'm going to pull this out, see what's wrong with it, fix it, and I'll probably film that real quick. So this top drawer is sagging a little bit. It's not in level. It's pointing down, but it works. This drawer is broke. This drawer is broke as well. Maybe this wasn't in right. It's in now. This drawer seems to be functioning properly, even though the things are not in here straight. So basically, that thing back there, piece is missing. My guess is it's laying down in the bottom here. So let's pull these other drawers out, see if we can find that piece right there. Well, sad to see, this is broken as well. So these rollers are missing that piece, I might have to buy one of these roller sets to fix this. So I'm going to take a picture of that, go by Home Depot, see if they have a kind of replacement setup for this, or I could simply make a piece like that and secure it out of a piece of metal or 2x4 or something, because we just need to get this roller held upright. Another thing I did was reinstall the shower head. Somebody had put this shower head on this pipe. They used tape, putty, and probably a tool. Now, this is part of that top piece of that shower head right there. They cross-threaded the shower head piece, and as you can see, they also cracked it. Then it wouldn't go on all the way. And down in the barrel of these new shower heads, down inside there is a rubber gasket. So you're actually supposed to screw these on by hand until that pipe presses against that rubber gasket. And that's it. That thing doesn't need to be no tighter than that. No tool required. Somebody cross-threaded it because they were using the pipe, putty, and tape. Then they forced it with a pair of pliers or something, scratched up this cheap plastic, and cracked it. So when the shower came on, it was squirting water everywhere. Squirting water on the ceiling, over the shower, curtain onto the floor, just everywhere. It doesn't make any sense. So I had to cut that much off of it, which was the poorly threaded portion, and it left me with enough to get a couple of turns on that shower head to get that on and proper. So I was able to save that shower head. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.